Chapter 1: The Origin of the Legend. The legend of the Chupacabra began in the small town of Canavanas, Puerto Rico, in the mid-1990s. Local farmers reported strange attacks on their livestock, with animals being found dead and drained of blood. The attacks were often accompanied by sightings of a strange creature, which was said to resemble a cross between a kangaroo and a reptile. The reports quickly spread throughout the island, and soon, the Chupacabra became a national sensation. News outlets covered the sightings, and people began to speculate about what kind of creature could be responsible for the attacks. As the reports continued to pour in, researchers and investigators from all over the world flocked to Puerto Rico to study the phenomenon. They conducted interviews with witnesses, examined the animal carcasses, and scoured the countryside in search of the elusive creature. Despite their efforts, however, no concrete evidence of the Chupacabra's existence was ever found. Skeptics argued that the attacks were likely the work of wild animals or even humans, while believers remained convinced that something unexplainable was happening. As the years went by, reports of Chupacabra sightings continued to surface throughout the Americas. The creature was said to be responsible for attacks on livestock in Mexico, Brazil, and even as far north as the United States. The legend of the Chupacabra grew and evolved over time, with different regions and cultures adding their own unique twists to the story. Some believed that the creature was a vengeful spirit sent to punish the wicked, while others saw it as a sign of impending doom. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the legend of the Chupacabra remains one of the most enduring and fascinating cryptid stories in the world. Chapter 2: The Anatomy of the Chupacabra. The Chupacabra is a cryptid creature that has been reported to have a variety of physical characteristics. Although descriptions of the creature vary, there are several common features that are often associated with the Chupacabra. First and foremost, the Chupacabra is said to be a relatively small creature, standing between 3 and 5 feet tall. It is often described as being bipedal, or walking on 2 legs, although some reports suggest that it is capable of moving on all 4s. The Chupacabra is also said to have a number of physical features that are reminiscent of both reptiles and mammals. It is often described as having large, glowing eyes, sharp claws and teeth, and thick, scaly skin. Some reports suggest that the creature has a long, prehensile tail, while others claim that it has wings or other appendages that allow it to move quickly and easily. One of the most distinctive features of the Chupacabra is its method of attack. The creature is said to drain the blood from its prey, often leaving behind a small, circular wound on the animal's body. This has led some to speculate that the Chupacabra may have specialized organs or adaptations that allow it to feed in this way. Despite the numerous reports of Chupacabra sightings, there has been little concrete evidence to support the existence of such a creature. Skeptics argue that the reports may be the result of misidentification or exaggeration, while others believe that the creature may be a product of mass hysteria or urban legend. However, some researchers and investigators remain convinced that the Chupacabra could be a real creature, possibly a species of wild dog or large reptile that has yet to be discovered by science. As we continue to explore the legend of the Chupacabra, we will examine the various theories and explanations that have been proposed to explain the creature's existence, as well as the impact that the legend has had on popular culture and folklore. Chapter 3: Theories and Explanations. The legend of the Chupacabra has been the subject of intense speculation and debate over the years. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, many theories and explanations have been proposed to explain the creature's existence. One of the most popular theories is that the Chupacabra is a genetic experiment gone awry. Some researchers believe that the creature could be the result of a secret government project to create a new kind of biological weapon. According to this theory, the Chupacabra was accidentally released into the wild, where it has been reproducing and thriving ever since. Another theory is that the Chupacabra is a surviving member of a prehistoric species. Some researchers believe that the creature could be a species of dinosaur that managed to survive the mass extinction event that wiped out most other dinosaurs millions of years ago. Still others believe that the Chupacabra is a supernatural creature, perhaps even a demon or other malevolent spirit. According to this theory, the Chupacabra is sent to punish the wicked and the unrighteous, draining their blood as a warning to others. Despite the many theories and explanations that have been proposed, however, there has been little concrete evidence to support any of them. Skeptics argue that the Chupacabra is likely nothing more than a figment of people's imaginations, a product of mass hysteria or urban legend. Whether that's the case or not, however, remains to be seen. Chapter 4: Chupacabra Sightings and Encounters. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, there have been numerous reported sightings of the Chupacabra over the years. Many of these sightings have occurred in the United States and Latin America, particularly in rural areas where livestock are common. In 1995, the first reported sighting of the Chupacabra occurred in Puerto Rico. 8 sheep were found dead on a farm, each with 3 puncture wounds in their chest and completely drained of blood. Similar attacks were reported on other farms in the area, and eyewitnesses reported seeing a strange creature lurking around the farms at night. Since then, there have been countless reports of Chupacabra sightings and encounters, particularly in Mexico, the United States, and South America. In many cases, the creatures have been blamed for the deaths of livestock, particularly goats, sheep, and chickens. One particularly notable sighting occurred in 2004 in Texas, where a rancher named Phyllis Canyon claimed to have shot and killed a Chupacabra on her property. Canyon described the creature as having blue-gray skin, no hair, and large fangs. DNA tests on the creature were inconclusive, but many people remain convinced that Canyon's creature was a genuine Chupacabra. Despite the numerous reported sightings and encounters, however, there has been little concrete evidence to support the existence of the Chupacabra. Skeptics argue that the creature may simply be a product of misidentification or exaggeration, while others believe that the legend may be nothing more than a modern-day version of traditional folk tales about supernatural creatures. Regardless of the truth behind the legend, the Chupacabra continues to capture people's imaginations and inspire countless stories, movies, and works of art. Chapter 5: The Chupacabra in Popular Culture. The legend of the Chupacabra has become a popular subject in popular culture, inspiring numerous works of art, films, and television shows. The creature has been portrayed in a variety of ways, from a terrifying predator to a sympathetic victim of human ignorance and fear. One of the most popular depictions of the Chupacabra is as a bloodthirsty predator, stalking and killing livestock in the dead of night. This portrayal has been featured in numerous films and television shows, such as the Sci-Fi Channel's Chupacabra vs. the Alamo, and the horror film Chupacabra Terror. However, the Chupacabra has also been portrayed in a more sympathetic light, as a misunderstood creature struggling to survive in a world that fears and misunderstands it. This portrayal is particularly common in Latin American popular culture, where the Chupacabra is sometimes depicted as a tragic figure, forced to kill to survive. In recent years, the Chupacabra has also become a popular subject of internet memes and viral videos. Numerous hoax videos purporting to show actual footage of the creature have been circulated online, sparking controversy and debate among believers and skeptics alike. Despite the many different portrayals of the Chupacabra in popular culture, the legend continues to capture people's imaginations and inspire fascination and fear around the world. Fact or fiction, one thing remains certain. The Chupacabra has had a significant impact not only in areas where it's been sighted, but all over the world.